The aviation world has always been a battleground of giants. For years, the competition between the aerospace titans has been fierce, with Boeing and Airbus each vying for dominance in both the commercial and defense sectors. However, Airbus is about to put an end to Boeing and their rivalry with one powerful swoop. The new aircraft from Airbus is not only a shock to everyone, but also setting a new stage and era for Airbus's reign. But what exactly is Airbus up to? And how does it intend to outpace its competitors? Let's find out. Let's find out as the world's demand for greener solutions grows. Airbus has been focusing on building planes that are not just highly technological but also better for the environment. The company's efforts reflect its belief that the future of aviation must align with the pressing need for sustainability in the aviation industry. At the forefront of Airbus's bold innovations is the ZEROe program, which aims to revolutionize air travel with hydrogen-powered aircraft. It is a big plan to make flying more eco-friendly. To achieve this, Airbus has come up with 4 different types of hydrogen-powered planes: an electric one, a blended wing body, a turbofan and a turboprop. Each design is focused on being better for the environment and improving things like fuel efficiency. Why, you may ask, is Airbus invested in all this? The answer is simple. Their goal is to launch the world's first hydrogen-powered commercial aircraft by 2035, which would be a huge step forward for the industry. To make sure everything works safely, Airbus is already testing hydrogen fuel cells and combustion systems with help from suppliers and experts. Airbus isn't just focused on hydrogen, they're also working to make today's planes better for the environment. Airbus has set a target to make all its engines compatible with 100% sustainable aviation fuel, which could drastically reduce the carbon footprint of flights. The company has been working with various partners, including Rolls-Royce, to integrate sustainable aviation fuel into new designs and aircraft engines. By using these cleaner fuels, Airbus is making sure it leads the way in green flying. But that's not where it stops. The focus also stretches to include the use of advanced materials. As a company, Airbus is heavily investing in lighter, more durable and eco-friendly materials. These materials, which include advanced composites and alloys, play a significant role in making the aircraft both more energy efficient and more cost-effective for airlines in the long run. Sustainability is at the core of Airbus's development strategy, and the company continues to push the envelope on how its aircraft can make a smaller environmental footprint. Airbus isn't doing this alone. They've teamed up with Rolls-Royce to create the next generation of airplane engines. By combining Airbus's engineering skills with Rolls-Royce's engine technology, they're making sure that flying in the future will be better for the planet and use less fuel. The fact that the ZEROe program includes several aircraft prototypes, each aimed at a distinct aviation industry niche, makes it very intriguing. The first prototype is a turbofan, which will run solely on hydrogen and has a construction similar to that of conventional jet engines. This turbofan design is expected to have 0 carbon emissions and be super efficient, which makes it great for long flights. To help reduce pollution right away, Airbus also plans to tweak this engine so it can be added to current planes, making older models more eco-friendly. The second prototype, the Turboprop, targets smaller regional aircraft typically used for short-haul flights. Airbus aims to improve the efficiency of these planes by replacing conventional fuels with hydrogen. This prototype will also focus on hybrid propulsion, combining hydrogen combustion with electric motors to maximize fuel efficiency and reduce emissions. The third prototype, a blended wing body, is one of the most innovative designs. The blended wing body seamlessly integrates the fuselage and wings into a single continuous structure, reducing drag and improving fuel efficiency. With hydrogen propulsion, this design has the potential to revolutionize long-haul travel. Finally, Airbus is working on a fully electric aircraft for short regional flights. Powered entirely by electricity stored in batteries, this aircraft would be completely emission-free, showcasing the company's commitment to sustainable technology for all flight ranges. Airbus has been experimenting with hydrogen-powered technologies in a number of ways in an effort to realize these ambitious plans. The modification of an A380 to serve as a testbed for hydrogen fuel systems has been one of the most important advances. Airbus is using special sensors on the A380 to see how hydrogen behaves with key parts like the engine and fuel lines. The goal is to make sure hydrogen can be safely and effectively used in commercial planes. They're also working on storing hydrogen at super cold temperatures as low as -253 degrees Celsius. To do this, they're testing new ways to keep the hydrogen safe and stop it from disappearing so they can store and move a lot of it without losing any fuel. The modification of an A380 to serve as a testbed for hydrogen fuel systems has been one of the most important advances. Airbus is using special sensors on the A380 to see how hydrogen behaves with key parts like the engine and fuel lines. The goal is to make sure hydrogen can be safely and effectively used in commercial planes. They're also working on storing hydrogen at super cold temperatures as low as -253 degrees Celsius. The infrastructure to support hydrogen-powered aircraft is also being developed in tandem. Airbus isn't just working on the planes, they're also teaming up with airports, fuel companies, and others to make sure there are places to refuel hydrogen-powered planes when they're ready to fly for reals. This means a lot of money will need to be spent on things like building refueling stations and making hydrogen. At the Farnborough International Air Show 2024, Julie Kitcher, Airbus's Chief Sustainability Officer, said, "Each new generation of planes we make is about 25% more fuel efficient, which means less pollution. We're always looking for new technology, materials and engines to keep improving." To buttress her point, she also went further to state that it's important to stay ahead with the latest advancements, boasting that they've got the best technology today and that the future of safe and reliable aircraft was in good hands. This statement was highlighting Airbus's commitment to better innovation, not just for commercial aviation but for environmental sustainability. Airbus is using new materials, better wing designs, and the latest engine tech to take aviation to the next level. These changes are all about using less fuel, creating less pollution, and making flying more sustainable. Let's take a closer look at how these cool and innovative improvements are making a big difference. One big change from Airbus is using special materials like composites and strong alloys. This is such an important improvement for many reasons. Composites, for example, are made from a combination of materials like carbon fibers and resins, which have a much lower density than metals like aluminum or steel. By using these materials in parts like the wings and body of the plane, Airbus can make the planes lighter. This helps them use way less fuel and at the same time reduce the pollution to the environment that would have come from emissions. Along with composites, Airbus is also looking at advanced alloys, which are special metals that are both light and resistant to rust. These metals are especially helpful in parts of the plane that face tough conditions like the engine and body. What this means is that aircraft will not be limited by weather conditions or if they operate in harsh terrains. By reducing the weight of the aircraft without sacrificing strength or durability, these new materials allow Airbus to optimize its aircraft's fuel efficiency and performance. These innovations in materials are crucial for Airbus as it works toward its sustainability goals. As the aviation industry continues to face pressure to reduce its carbon footprint, materials that improve fuel efficiency without compromising safety or performance will be key to meeting environmental standards. Airbus's commitment to incorporating these materials into its next-generation aircraft positions it as a leader in the drive toward a more sustainable future for aviation. The next technological breakthrough for Airbus is in its wing design, particularly with the hybrid wing body concept. Sue Partridge, who leads Airbus's Wing of Tomorrow program, shared that Airbus has made a new type of wing that can be produced quickly. This smart design helps the plane's shape work better in the air by combining the wings and body into one smooth, continuous shape. The hybrid wing body is a departure from traditional aircraft designs, where the wings and fuselage are separate components. This integrated design reduces drag and improves airflow, which results in better fuel efficiency and reduced emissions. The aerodynamics of the hybrid wing body design allow for smoother airflow over the aircraft's surface, reducing the turbulence that typically slows down traditional aircraft. Sue Partridge, who leads Airbus's Wing of Tomorrow program, shared that Airbus has made a new type of wing that can be produced quickly. This smart design helps the plane's shape work better in the air by combining the wings and body into one smooth, continuous shape. The hybrid wing body is a departure from traditional aircraft designs where the wings and fuselage are separate components. This integrated design reduces drag and improves airflow, which results in better fuel efficiency and reduced emissions. The aerodynamics of the hybrid wing body design allow for smoother airflow over the aircraft surface, reducing the turbulence that typically slows down traditional aircraft. By reducing drag, the plane can fly better and use less fuel to go the same distance. But this new design also comes with some challenges. One big problem Airbus faces is that the hybrid wing body design is very different from regular planes, so they have to completely change how the parts are put together. For example, they need to carefully plan where to put the engines, fuel tanks and other important parts to keep the plane balanced and stable while flying. Airbus is also testing the new hybrid wing body design to make sure it works well in all kinds of flying conditions. They're using wind tunnels and special computer simulations to improve the design and make it more aerodynamic. The company is also making sure the plane stays strong and can handle the forces of flying while still being light. The hybrid wing body idea offers something totally different from the conventional aircraft designs employed by Boeing and other manufacturers. If this new design ends up being better than the old ones, using less fuel, being kinder to the environment and costing less to run, it could help Airbus stay ahead of the competition in the future. Airbus isn't just improving the materials and design of their plane, they're also working on making their engines way better. A prime example is the Rolls-Royce XWB engine, developed specifically for the Airbus A350 series. The XWB engine is one of the best engines out there right now. It offers not just better fuel efficiency, but also remarkable improvements in both performance and sustainability. When compared to the old engine, the XWB engine design uses 25% less fuel thanks to its unique fan blades, which improve airflow and lower drag. Also, the engine operates at higher pressure and has improved cooling systems, allowing it to generate more power with less fuel. These upgrades enable airlines to adhere to stringent environmental regulations while saving money. The Rolls-Royce XWB engine has been tested a lot. This includes thousands of hours in real and simulated flying conditions, just to make sure it works well and is reliable. The engine has also been put through tough hot fire tests, which mimic the high temperatures and pressures it faces in the air. Also, the engine operates at higher pressure and has improved cooling systems, allowing it to generate more power with less fuel. These upgrades enable airlines to adhere to stringent environmental regulations while saving money. The Rolls-Royce XWB engine has been tested a lot. By creating materials that can tolerate the high temperatures produced during operation, Rolls-Royce has also placed a strong emphasis on endurance. Also, the focus is not only on increasing fuel efficiency, but also to prolong engine life, which lowers the need for frequent maintenance and the overall cost of ownership for airlines. By using the Rolls-Royce XWB engine in the A350 fleet, Airbus is able to offer airlines a more sustainable and cost-effective solution for long-haul flights. The engine's advanced technology helps to reduce both fuel consumption and carbon emissions, making it a key component of Airbus's strategy to lead the way in sustainable aviation. 20% less fuel than the A340. The A350 XWB brings together the latest in materials, wing design and engine technology, making it one of the most efficient and eco-friendly planes available. This plane is built to compete directly with Boeing's 787 Dreamliner, which has been the leader in long-distance flights. The A350 XWB is constructed using advanced composite materials, which make up approximately 53% of the aircraft's structure. These materials are lighter than older ones, which helps the plane use less fuel and produce less pollution. Airbus's use of lighter materials also extends to the engine nacelles, the fuselage, and even the wing components, all of which contribute to the aircraft's overall efficiency. Another big improvement is the A350 XWB's wings. They're made from a strong light material called carbon fiber reinforced polymer. This makes the wings stronger and lighter than regular ones, allowing them to work better and be bigger. The wings help the plane go faster and use less fuel by reducing drag. The design also makes the wings more flexible, which helps the plane perform better in different flying conditions. There is no doubt that Airbus A350 XWB's success also lies in the partnership with Rolls-Royce and the development of the XWB 84 engine. This engine has seen significant upgrades, but one of the key advancements is the introduction of the enhanced performance variant of the Trent XWB 84 engine, unveiled at the Singapore Air Show in 2016. The goal of this upgraded version is to improve fuel efficiency by up to 1%, contributing to a more carbon-free ecosystem, making it an ideal match for the A350 XWB's green credentials. The new engine uses some similar technology from the XWB 97 engine, which powers the A350-1000 plane. It has a special material called RR1073 for the turbine disc, which can handle much hotter temperatures than the old material. This makes the engine work better and last longer, so it doesn't need repairs as often. Rolls-Royce also improved the cooling system for the turbine blades, helping them stay cooler and last longer too. These upgrades are already being made and will be used in both the XWB 84 and XWB 97 engines, making the A350 XWB planes even better and more eco-friendly. Airbus's A350 XWB and Boeing's 787 Dreamliner have been competing to be the top choice for long-haul flights. Boeing has been the favorite for airlines for a long time, but the A350 XWB has some better options. For one, its cabin is bigger, so there's more space for passengers. It also has a better seating arrangement, making flights more comfortable. Happy customers mean more people choosing those airlines, so comfort is a big deal. Airbus's A350 XWB and Boeing's 787 Dreamliner have been competing to be the top choice for long-haul flights. Boeing has been the favorite for airlines for a long time, but the A350 XWB has some better options. For one, its cabin is bigger, so there's more space for passengers. It also has a better seating arrangement, making flights more comfortable. Airbus is really focused on making the A350 XWB eco-friendly, which is another way it competes with Boeing. The Dreamliner has always been known as a green plane, but the A350 XWB goes even further. It can use sustainable aviation fuel, works hard to cut down on carbon emissions, and has a lighter design that uses less fuel. All of this makes it a strong competitor in the race to build greener planes. The A321 XLR incorporates many of the same technological innovations as the A350 XWB, including advanced aerodynamics and more fuel-efficient engines. The aircraft's wing design is optimized for greater fuel efficiency, and its new engine technology reduces emissions and operational costs. The A321 XLR is expected to challenge Boeing's 737 MAX 9 in the narrow-body market, especially for airlines that want to serve transcontinental routes without the need for larger, more expensive aircraft. Airbus is putting in serious work just to ensure it stays ahead in the aviation sector. from the A350 XWB plane and their exciting plans for hydrogen-powered flight. They are no doubt starting a whole new chapter in flying. The aircraft's wing design is optimized for greater fuel efficiency, and its new engine technology reduces emissions and operational costs. The A321 XLR is expected to challenge Boeing's 737 MAX 9 in the narrow-body market, especially for airlines that want to serve transcontinental routes without the need for larger, more expensive aircraft. Airbus is putting in serious work just to ensure it stays ahead in the aviation sector. Boeing has been struggling with several setbacks and crises, and it may not be able to catch up to the strides that Airbus is taking. But what are our thoughts? Is Airbus truly going to shake up the aviation industry with its next aircraft? Thank you everyone for watching. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.